Hi and welcome. Today we're covering the 2011 Math Counts State Sprint question number 8. Alright, so take a moment to pause the video and read the question. Alright, so let's take a look here. We want to know what root m plus root n is, and we know what m minus n is given that they are the squares of m minus n. So how we can first approach this question is essentially guesswork, right? So we know that it's going to be equal to 27, which is a multiple of 9, and m and n are both perfect squares less than 100. There aren't very many such perfect squares, because 100 equals 10 squared, so you can really only have to go up to 9 squared. So we can reasonably assume that m and n have to be multiples of 3, because that way you'd get this factor of 9. And as such, just looking through the multiples of 3 that are possible square roots of m and n, we see that 3 and 6 work because 6 squared minus 3 squared equals 36 minus 9 equals 27. So we can then just plug that in and get 3 plus 6 equals 9. Alright, now let's suppose you don't really buy this, right? Because guessing check isn't really generalizable as sort of an option. So another approach to this is what's known as difference of squares. So let's suppose that root m is x and root n is y. So we'll just use these variables to represent it. Then we're essentially be given that x squared minus y squared equals 27. And we want x plus y. Now, if you're familiar with difference of squares, you'll know that x plus y times x minus y equals uh, 27 in this case. So, or that's quite because this is equal to x squared minus y squared. So this factored is equal to this. But in this case, essentially, that boils down to this being equal to 27. So m and n are both perfect squares, meaning that x and y are both integers. So we only really need to look at the integer positive factors of 27. And again, x minus y has to be less than x plus y, because we're assuming that both x and y are positive, which is the case here, because they have to be at least non-negative thanks to this square root. So let's take a look here. The possible factors of 27 are 1, 3, 9, 27. So these are all the positive factors. So x plus y times x minus y. We need to find such pairs. So x plus y, x minus y can be either 127 or it can be 3, 9. Now 127 is impossible. Since m and n are both less than 100, x and y, by implication, must both be less than 10, so x plus y cannot exceed 20, so 27 doesn't work. Oh, and I suppose this should be x plus y, this should be x minus y. In any case, that leaves 3, 9 as the only option, so that makes x plus y equals 9. The neat thing about this is you don't even need to calculate what x and y are. If you wanted, you could. We have x plus y equals 9. We have x minus y equals 3. Sum both these together, you get 2x equals 12, x equals 6, and from that y equals 3 to satisfy these two. So you can essentially see we get the same answer this way. So guessing check method might be faster. This one might be more reliable to learn for the long term. But in any case, thank you for watching this video, and we hope that this was helpful.